Hello students, today we will start with the rest of the sums from exercise 5.1. See here number B, number 1. The question is if A is not equal to 0, then A square greater than 0 is true. Now A is not equal to 0, that means either it is greater than 0 or less than 0. So if A is greater than 0, A square is also greater than 0. And if A is less than 0, then also A square is greater than 0. Therefore, I can say that if A is not equal to 0, then A square greater than 0 is true. Now, let us see the next sum, number 4. 0 less than A less than B, then we have to show that A square is less than AB. So, see, A is less than B. Now, I multiply A both sides. So, I get here A square is less than AB. So, I can say that if 0 is less than A is less than B, then A square less than AB is also true. Okay. Now let us move on to the next sum, number 9. A greater than B and C greater than C implies that A minus C is greater than B minus D. So see here, A greater than B, let us keep this one as equation number 1, and C greater than D, let us keep this one as equation number 2. Now if I subtract these two equations, I get A minus C greater than B minus D. Now see, I can say here from this one that A is greater than B and C is greater than D, but if I consider A minus C greater than B minus D, this is true, but it is not true always. Not in all the cases A minus C is greater than B minus D. Therefore, I can say that A minus C greater than B minus D is false. Okay. Now, let us move on to the next sum. Number 10. 9 greater than 7, 7 greater than minus 2 implies 9 greater than minus 2. Now, see here. 9 greater than 7, the first condition. So, 9 minus 7 will be greater than 0. That means 2 greater than 0. Now 2 into minus 1, if I multiply on both sides, I get minus 2 here. So minus 2 is less than 0. Or we can say that 0 is greater than minus 2. Keep this one as equation number 1. Again, next condition is 7 is greater than minus 2. So 7 plus 2 will be greater than 0. That means 9 greater than 0. Keep this one as equation number 2. So from 1 and 2, I can say that 9 is greater than minus 2. Therefore, 9 greater than 7 and 7 greater than minus 2, which implies that 9 is greater than minus 2 is true. Okay. Let us now move on to the next sum. This is C number 12. A is less than B. Now A less than B implies minus A whole cube is less than minus B whole cube. Now see, if A is less than B, I will multiply minus 1 both sides because I need here minus A and minus B. So minus 1 I multiply, I get here minus A, it will be greater than minus B. Now cubing both sides, minus A whole cube will be greater than minus B whole cube. So if A is less than B implies minus A whole cube is less than minus B cube will be false because I am getting here greater than B cube. Okay, now again if I consider A greater than B, now I subtract 100 from both sides. So A minus 100, B minus 100. So I get here that if A is greater than B, A minus 100 will be greater than B minus 100. So this is a true statement. Okay. Now let us see question number 16. See here, x square greater than 9 implies x is greater than 3. Now see, x square greater than 9 means I can write here x square minus 9 greater than 0. So x square minus 9 means what? A square minus B square. In place of 9 I can write 3 square. So I'll get here a square minus b square means a minus b into a plus b. So x minus 3 into x plus 3 greater than 0. Now I need here x is greater than 3. So I will consider this x minus 3 greater than 0. So I get x is greater than 3. Therefore, if x square greater than 9, which implies x is greater than 3 is true. Okay. Okay. Now let us see question number 18. 3 less than equal to x less than equal to 7 implies 3 is less than x, less than equal to x, and also x is less than equal to 7. Now see, from this statement I can write 3 is less than equal to 7. Now I subtract x from both sides. So 3 minus x is less than equal to 7 minus x. Now if I keep this minus here, if I place a minus here, then x minus 3. Minus x minus 3 will always give me here minus x plus 3, which is already here 3 minus x. I have rearranged it as this, which will be less than equal to 7 minus x. Now, minus x minus 3 minus 7 minus x less than equal to 0. Okay. Now, if I take the first one, that is minus x minus 3 less than equal to 0. So, now it will be minus x plus 3 less than equal to 0. That means 3 is less than equal to x. So therefore I can say that 3 less than equal to x is less than equal to 7. Okay. Next I have from this term minus 7 minus x. So minus 7 minus x is less than equal to 0. Therefore minus 7 plus x is less than equal to 0. That means what? X is less than equal to 7. So from the first point I got 3 is less than x. That means this implies that 3 is less than x as well as x is less than equal to 7. Okay. Now let us move on to question number 19. 3 less than x is less than equal to 7. It is quite similar to the first sum. But see, in the last sum we have here also equal to sign. But here only 3 less than x and less than equal to 7. That means what? It implies that 3 less than x and x is less than 7 or x is equal to 7 is true. We have to show that. So now what we will do here is 3 less than equal to 7. We will first skip this one. 3 less than equal to 7. And now subtract x from both sides. So 3 minus x is less than 7 minus x. That means what? If I again rearrange it, I'll get here minus x minus 3 less than equal to 7 minus x. Minus x minus 3 minus 7 minus x is less than equal to 0. Now let us first consider the first term minus x minus 3 is less than 0. See here, because first term is less than x, not less than equal to. So I have taken here less than 0. So I get here 3 less than x. Similarly, from the second term, minus 7 minus x, it will be less than equal to 0. So minus 7 plus x will be less than equal to 0, which implies that x is less than equal to 7. So we have x is less than 7 or x is equal to 7 because it is less than equal to. So it will be either as less than or equal to 7. Therefore, 3 less than x less than 7 less than equal to 7 implies 3 less than x and x is less than 7 or x is equal to 7 is true. Okay. Now let us see the last sum for today. Number 3. If x is greater than 0, x is not equal to 1, then we need to show that x cube plus 1 is greater than x square plus x. Now see, x is not equal to 1. That means it can be either x is less than 0, less than 1 or greater than 1. So x is greater than 1 or x is less than 1. Now let us suppose say x is greater than 1. That means what? X minus 1 greater than 0. That means x minus 1 whole square is also greater than 0. X minus 1 whole square into x plus 1. I have multiplied x plus 1. Here also 0 into x plus 1. Now x minus 1 whole square, x plus 1 whole square greater than 0 into x plus 1. Next line, see, x minus 1 into x minus 1. Since here I have written x minus 1 whole square, so now I can write here x minus 1 into x minus 1 and x plus 1 is already there, greater than 0. Now see, x minus 1 and now here x minus 1 into x plus 1 means a minus b into a plus b. That means a square minus b square. B here is 1 square, so I have written here only 1. So x minus 1 into x square minus 1 greater than 0. Now see, if I multiply this one, I will get x cube minus x square plus 1, which is greater than 0. Now, x cube plus 1, I keep it together, minus x square plus x, greater than 0. So, x cube plus 1 will be greater than x square plus x. So, therefore, if x is greater than 0, x is not equal to 1, then you can say that x cube plus 1 is greater than x square plus x. Okay. The rest of the sums we will do in the next video. Okay. Thank you.